What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Monday, March 22nd, 2021. We're here for another episode of the Casual Fan Podcast, the hardest working, most accurate, most entertaining sports gambling podcast on YouTube. My name is Pat Stuthers, your host and commentator, and in this episode, we are going to break down everything that happened in the NHL weekend and get into predictions for Monday and Tuesday night. If you're watching this, please make sure to like and subscribe. I'm not going to ask you again, just kidding. Please like and subscribe. We are here every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, all 116 days of the NHL season straight. We're also providing weekly coverage of the MLB, NBA, Formula One, and now entering the UFC later today. So shout out to our MLB affiliate, Ben's Best Bets. It was his birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Ben. So let's take a look at the results over the weekend. I actually had a pretty solid 14-7 record. On Saturday, I went 11-2, not a big deal. What did we learn over that weekend? Well, I'm gonna give you guys a quick division breakdown. In the North, watch out for the Oilers and the Canucks. They've been trending upwards. Thatcher Demko's been playing well for the Canucks, and the Oilers have been playing well as a whole. I think they're good teams. They're trending up at the right time. Calgary is slowly dropping below 500, and the Jets and the Habs do show promise, but they seem to always sputter when they get close to the top. In the Central, it's Tampa, Florida, Carolina, and the rest. Those teams have separated themselves. They're the ones to beat. They're good teams to pick in that division when they're not playing each other. In the East, it's very much still a crapshoot, but Philly is no longer a sure thing. The Capitals and the Islanders are the top dogs, while Boston and Pittsburgh remain very dangerous. However, Malkin is out week to week. In the West, the Golden Knights won't be stopped. The Avalanche are back with a vengeance. They're on an absolute tear. The Wild are holding on for dear life, but the Blues are chasing them. Everybody else in that division is trending down. All right, so with all that information, let's get into our predictions for Monday and Tuesday night. The very first game I'll talk about is the Buffalo Sabres as plus 198 underdogs against the New York Rangers, minus 224 favorite. Now, you know things are bad when the Rangers are minus 224 favorites. In 29 games this season, the Sabres have won 6 in regulation and 4 in overtime. This team has given up. I don't see a timeline where they get fired up enough to win this game. Next game is the Carolina Hurricanes as minus 160 favorites against the Columbus Blue Jackets plus 140 favorites. The Hurricanes actually have terrible numbers in Columbus. 1-4 in their last 5 games there. The Canes are 2-7 in the last 9 meetings between these teams. The underdog is 10-3 in the last 13. And the Canes are 1-5 in their last 6 after scoring 2 or fewer goals in the previous game. However, they are 5-1 as a road favorite. The Hurricanes are a much better team, but those numbers are just terrible. So there might be a value pick on the Blue Jackets. Or stay away. Next game, Oilers plus 100 underdogs against the Montreal Canadiens minus 120 favorites. Road team is 4-0 in the last 4. The Dog is 7-14 in the last 21 meetings. Oilers are 11-5 in the last 16, and they're 8-2 in the last 10 in Montreal. I really like the Oilers in this game. As I just mentioned, the Habs are kind of trending upwards until they don't. Whereas I believe the Oilers are actually trending upwards for real. Next game, the Flames minus 165 favorites against the Ottawa Senators, plus 155 underdogs. Now, the last series between these teams was back and forth affairs. It was 7-2, it was 5-1, it was blowouts for either team. The home team is 6-2 in the last 8 meetings. The Flames are 5-1 in the last 6 Monday games. They're 12-5 against a losing record. However, they're 3-8 in the third game of a 3-4 situation, which this game is. If fatigue is a factor, the Flames will lose. Most likely, they should beat the Senators. Me personally, staying away. Next game, Islanders minus 130 favorites against the Flyers plus 110 underdogs. The Islanders are 1-4 in the last 5 meetings in Philly. They're 2-7 in the last 9 meetings. The home team is 7-3 in the last 10. And the Flyers are 15-2 in their last 17 games following a loss of 3 or more goals. However, the Islanders are 10-2 in their last 12 overall. The favorite is 57-22 in the last 79 meetings between these teams. The Flyers are 1-8 as an underdog and 1-5 against a team with a winning percentage above 500. I gotta go with the Islanders in this one. Next game, Ducks plus 210 underdogs against the Minnesota Wild minus 240 favorites. The road team is 13-3 in the last 16. The Ducks are 1-4 in the last 5 meetings, but they're 5-0 in the last 5 meetings in Minnesota. That said, the Wild are 7-0 as a home favorite, 8-0 in their last 8 home games, and 10-1 as a favorite. As I said in the division breakdown, the Wild are fighting to stay above the Blues, and everyone else is trending down in that division. I would take the Wild against the Ducks. Next game, Blues plus 115 underdogs against the Knights, minus 135 favorites. The road team is 4-0 in the last 4 meetings, but the Blues are 1-5 in the last 6. The favorite is also 7-1 in the last 8 meetings. The Blues are 0-5 in a 4-6 situation, and the Golden Knights are 44-18 in their last 62 overall. The Knights are 21-7-1 in 29 games this season. The Kings just snatched a win from them. The Blues aren't going to do it. Jets minus 125 favorites against the Vancouver Canucks plus 105 underdogs. The road team is 4-1 in the last 5 meetings. Favorite is 20-7 in the last 27. Jets are 17-4 in the last 21 meetings, and they're 6-0 in Vancouver. I gotta go Jets all day in this one. Sorry, Vancouver fans. Jets are near the top of this division, but the Canucks have been playing great recently. This will be a really good matchup. I might stay away from this game. I think the value is actually on the Canucks. Next game, Avalanche minus 230 favorites against the Arizona Coyotes plus 200 underdogs. The favorite is 10-2 in the last 12. I expect this game to go much the same way a real fight between a real-life Coyote and a real-life Avalanche would go. They're gonna bury them. Take the Avs minus 1.5. In the last game of Monday night, you got the Kings plus 105 underdogs against the San Jose Sharks minus 122 favorites. The road team is 19-9 in the last 28 meetings. The Kings just beat the Golden Knights. That's good for confidence. They've shown they can compete. They've gone on a win streak earlier in this season. They're a capable team. I like the Kings as underdogs in this game. All right, now for Tuesday night. Devils plus 155 underdogs against the Philadelphia Flyers minus 190 favorites. The road team is 4-0 in the last 4 meetings. Favorite is 5-2 in the last 7. Devils are 1-5 in the last 6. The under is 13-3-2 in the last 18 games in Philly. And the Flyers are 4-0 against teams with winning percentages below 400. The Flyers are bad, but they're not that bad. They should be able to beat the Devils here. Otherwise, they're in real trouble. Next game, the Florida Panthers minus 136 favorites against the Chicago Blackhawks plus 112 underdogs. Panthers are 2-7 in the last 9 meetings between these teams, and the home team is 4-0 in the last 4. However, the favorite is 16-5 in the last 21 meetings, and the Panthers are 4-0 in the last 4. Go with the Panthers in this one. They're a better team. They should win. Next game, the feisty Detroit Red Wings plus 150 underdogs against the Nashville Predators minus 186 favorites. The road team is 8-3 in the last 11 games. The underdog is 9-4 in the last 13. The Red Wings are 12-4 in their last 16 meetings. They're also 7-1 in the last 8 in Nashville. Have a little bit of respect for the Red Wings and have a little bit of disrespect for the Predators. I'm going to take the Red Wings in this game. Next game, Lightning minus 148 favorites against the Dallas Stars plus 172 underdogs. Road team is 6-1 in the last 7. Favorites 4-0 in the last 4. Lightning are 5-0 in the last 5 in Dallas and 4-0 in the last 4 meetings straight up. Gotta go Lightning in this one. And the final game of Tuesday night is going to be the Colorado Avalanche against the Arizona Coyotes. If you took the Avalanche in the first game, for all the exact same reasons, take the Avalanche in the second game. The fun's over. They're a better team. The Coyotes were competitive there for a minute, but they stink compared to the rest of the teams. Avalanche all day, Avalanche minus 1.5, Avalanche in regulation. It's up to you, or use them in a parlay, which I'll give you later. All right, now, with all that information, let's get to our official picks for Monday and Tuesday night. Who I think is gonna win, who I think is gonna lose. Over the weekend, I went 14-7, which means today and tomorrow, I'm probably gonna be 100%. So on Monday night, the teams I would choose are Rangers, I hate it, but the Columbus Blue Jackets, Oilers, Flames, Islanders Wild Knights, the Canucks, Avalanche, and the Kings all day. And then on Tuesday night, Flyers, and I hope they don't screw it up, Panthers, Red Wings, Lightning, Avalanche. I'm pretty confident about those Tuesday picks, so I am gonna make a parlay out of those, but I'm confident about my Monday picks as well. I'm also gonna give you my official bets. Officially tonight, I'm gonna take the Oilers as underdogs against the Montreal Canadiens. I like the chances of Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl scoring a lot of points, and the Oilers playing decently as a team. Against this Montreal team, who really hasn't been able to establish themselves as anything. I'm gonna take the Kings over the Sharks as underdogs to double your money, and I'm gonna place a small wager on a 3-team parlay of the Colorado Avalanche, the Minnesota Wild, and the New York Rangers. And then on Tuesday night, the bets that I'm gonna make, when I win, you win, when you lose, I lose. Red Wings over the Preds, parlay of the Lightning and the Avalanche. And those should all be locks. So that's it, that's what I think. That's everything that happened over the weekend, everything that's going to happen over the next 2 days. Thank you to those of you who are watching, following along, liking, subscribing, commenting, telling all your friends. We appreciate you here at the Casual Fan Podcast, the hardest working, most accurate, most entertaining NHL sports gambling podcast on YouTube. Here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, all 116 days of the NHL season straight. We'll see you on Wednesday. Have yourselves a great day. Good luck. Win all your bets. Cheers. We'll see you then. Bye.